And we're back. It's like almost instant. It's as if we'd never left. Julia's laughing because we literally did not leave. I didn't even let her go get food or anything.
Alright, I run off.
You got your water. I got my jar. You can't see my jar. So Ricky mulliganed first turn, so that's +1 card for Karl. He gets his card this time around. Don't forget your prizes. Ooh. He chooses to start, and they're going to shake before the start. Look at that sportsmanship. Ricky, of course, is very happy because he already is up 1 game. It's best of 3. This is second game, and Ricky's playing Blastoise Keldeo. Karl is playing Tornadus EX, Landorus EX, Mewtwo EX, and he is Ultra Balling away his Enhanced Hammers, which are not useful at all in this matchup.
A tool scraper underneath that, which again, yeah, Keldeo Blastoise doesn't run any tools as far as I saw. So maybe for the Mewtwo, I haven't seen any. So.
Well, both players pretty much saw all but maybe 5-6 cards in each other's deck in that first game. So Karl knows, like, these cards are useless to me in this matchup. I'll just get rid of them. Oh, there goes a max potion, though.
I told you, okay, DCE switch. He just needs DCE switch right now.
DCE switch gets a nice KO right off the bat. It's got the computer search. That's a bad sign for Ricky.
Oh, like I said, see? Look at this. He gets a god hand. Told you.
Oh, he's losing a lot of resources, though, as a result, though. Like, we saw he's pretty much already, like, 10 cards in the discard pile as it is. He's showing the DCE. Why not?
Yeah, he's going to use it. It's not really a big deal.
For me, if I was computer searching, even if I was getting an obvious card, I'd put it in my hand, shuffle a little bit, and then attach it. They're like, oh no, which one did I get? Maybe I didn't even need to use it. I just happened to do it.
But see, this is what I was saying, is that I think he needs to be, like, you know, good hand and just go straight for the Squirtles. Now, he was lucky. I mean, he didn't have anything but Squirtles, so they could be hit off without even a catcher.
So Ricky top decks the Keldeo, catchers up the Mewtwo. He's got an N in hand. I don't know if he wants to drop Karl down. I think actually Karl it might be at 4 cards. Yeah, so N actually will give him an extra card.
Almost wish Ricky would, though, because he's got another switch in hand. So I hope Ricky can mine.
Oh, he Skyloves instead. He's like, I don't want to give him a card. He's probably burned all his resources.
Chance that he has a second switch in a 4-card hand that he already used a switch from? Yeah, I understand definitely where Ricky's seeing that, you know.
Yeah.
He would mind read and be like, you have a switch.
Yeah. Both players do wear glasses, though, so if you had supervision, you can look at the reflection of their glasses. We were talking about that before, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, and hey, maybe that's why Karl has all shiny cards. Maybe they're non-reflective towards his glasses. All you see is a light glare.
It is a strategy? Question mark. So he Ultra Balls the end away, and Karl's like, you could have played that.
And that Blastoise, he also...
He gets a second Squirtle.
Balled away? Yeah, Blastoise, he Ultra Balled away as well. Yeah, and takes another Squirtle.
Oh, yeah, oof. So Ricky's burning resources.
Did we see any Super Rods from him last turn?
Last game, no. We absolutely did not see any at all. And he's going to go up with the Keldeo. Forces Karl to need to have a catcher and a switch in hand. He's going to attach a fighting there.
I like that. I was going to say, I was like, no, yeah.
And he's probably going to play a draw support if he has it. Yeah. Juniper. Loses energy switch, loses fighting energy. But if he misses the catcher here, he can at least do 100 to Keldeo, which is good.
I didn't see Super Rods from either player actually last game, so I'm guessing neither of them have Super Rods here, so any resources that they're getting rid of are gone.
Yeah. Any energy discarded, any Pokemon lost, you cannot get those back because you don't got the rods.
Which is why I'm guessing Ricky's last card, I think he only has like 1 card, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise he wouldn't got rid of that N and the Blastoise and everything like that, right? But
well, I mean, the fact that he tossed an N probably signifies that the last card's a draw support.
Bianca or Juniper, one of the two.
So Karl missed the catcher, but he did put 100 down, and he didn't lose that energy with a dice roll, so he's all good. Yeah, there it is, the thing. And Ricky decides to drop the energy instead of attaching it as well. What do you think of that play?
I think that's fine. I guess he does have some resource.
Oh, that's because of the max potion.
Yeah, exactly. But he also, too, because he has energy retrieval, so it's not so bad if he's got to get rid of it.
He's getting rid of more here. He's like, I don't even care. Ain't no thing. In the semi-final match, when he was playing Blastoise Keldeo versus Blastoise Keldeo, he was burning catchers as if he never needs them ever again. He literally like Juniper one away, Juniper another way, computer search the third one away. Didn't even use them. It must be nice to be able to play so loose and still be able to do well.
Exactly. Hey, you know, sometimes you gotta burn them.
Alright, so Karl gets the buffalo, and I think last time he showed it to the camera because he really wanted the buffalo to use. Buffalo is Bouffalant, as we call him, the Afro Buffalo. It's very useful against Keldeo. It does 120 with every attack, and it's really, well, not so hard for Keldeo to one-shot because Keldeo only needs 4 energies. With the Eviolite needs 5 energies. Okay, he's getting up there. But it only gives up 1 prize as well, though. So that's Ricky does not want to kill the buffalo. He wants to burn catchers to get other things. Karl's going to take care of another Squirtle. Exactly what you were saying at the end of last game. So he's playing exactly the way you want him to play. And if he gets 1 more gone, then Ricky is going to be without energy acceleration.
Because he won't have any super rods, which I think is what Karl realized too after the last game. Hey, he doesn't run super rods. If I get rid of all these Squirtles, it doesn't matter that I'm bringing my catchers. He has to attach manually after that, which severely handicaps Ricky's deck, which means that he would pretty much have to almost run Mewtwo at that point.
Oh, there goes the last one. Ricky scoops. He's like, screw this. I am out of here.
Look at that. Played how I wanted him to play, and it turns out well for him.
Oh, okay. So considering how long the first game was, because when I saw Ricky scooping this early at the live event, I was like, well, he still has time. He could have played it out. Maybe he'll recover. But I guess they actually took about half an hour for their first game, and this game ended really quickly. Ricky, of course, is playing a setup deck. He's not a rushdown deck like Karl, so time does make a difference to him. And the scoop is probably a good move.
So yeah, so if you kind of already thought that him winning was very slim, it's better to give him a chance. He does run a stage 2 deck, right? He does need a little bit of extra time to set up, and well, then again, so does Karl, because he has to manually attach. But yeah, Ricky definitely wants that extra time to make sure that he can keep ahead in prizes.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you guys who don't play card games at home, scoop means to forfeit, and basically you scoop up your cards. Essentially what happens is that if you do that in a real game by accident, you lose. So by doing this, you basically force your own loss so that it's a forfeit, and you can proceed along to the next game.
Yeah, you see it a lot. It's usually the second game when
time is a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that they moved it to 1 hour versus 45 minutes, though it might be 45. I'm pretty sure they said an hour, though.
It is an hour finals, and yeah, I really hate 45-minute ones, because you know me, I play setup decks, and they really kill me.
Hey, I've gone to time, you know, quite a few times in a lot of my games. But sometimes, though, it's because I'm sitting there waiting for my opponent, and I'm almost like thinking, like, are they trying to take up extra time?
They can only take up 5 minutes at most. Otherwise, they get a late penalty, and with the late penalty, they automatically lose the tiebreaker.
Yeah, because that's right. Because if you're late to the game, or you do something to delay the game, you cannot win when it goes to time, which means there's only 3 turns left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Ricky, Skyla's for Tropical Beach, very good move, very strong move as your first move in a setup deck, because with a setup deck you pretty much have nothing to do for the first couple of turns. So the Tropical Beach allows you just to draw extra cards instead of attacking, since normally you'd just be passing anyways.
Right now he's trying to burn some extra cards too. Hopefully, I'm assuming he's going to be trying to burn a couple extra that he doesn't necessarily need, just in order to draw extra on these first few turns here.
Mm-hmm. We do see him toss out the Poké Center. I think he doesn't really need it this time around, and it kind of helped Karl a little bit too last game, so he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And he's probably got the read that Karl's only got 2 bridges as well, so he only needs to bump 1 more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm glad Karl changed his mind about getting rid of 2 energy switches and chose to get rid of an enhanced hammer instead.
Oh, I have this in my hand? Oh, woof.
Exactly, that should have been thought number 1. Hey, what cards do I not need, right? I'm just getting rid of them. Because obviously he doesn't even play DCE, so no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely going to...
Oh, well, he's going to Juniper anyway, so it makes no difference.
Yeah, there you are then. He gets a couple DCEs I can see in his hand, and it looks
Bumps
like
the beach off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Told you! Oh, look at this!
Wow, that was pretty much like perfect. Off the Juniper gets DCE plus power. No, then not plus power. Switch catcher though.
And in the rest of his hand, I think he's
and
got...
a bridge. So he got 4 cards that he needed out of the 7 cards.
And I believe in his hand left, he's got another DCE plus power and a Juniper. I think I saw. I think one of his plus powers might not be shiny. That might be one of the cards. I don't know.
Oh, he should talk to me. I've got a few shinies that he can use. I even got a shiny French one.
Oh. But yeah, he only has one card that is not shiny, and I cannot remember which one it is offhand. But
Well, it was really fun because those of us in Canada can play French cards, whereas those of them in America can't. We can only, I was playing my Super Bonbon, and I think Kevin was bugging BDA, the judge, for translations. Alright, so Ricky is having a tough start here. Losing that Squirtle, he probably had Candy Blastoise in hand off the beach. Now he has a Skyla for something else, and he chooses the N? Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have been looking for the beach again, though, I think, but that might be prized now.
And he did already get rid of the Poke Center, too, so he can't even kick off that without his beach.
But Bridget doesn't really help Karl that much. It's not a huge advantage at all.
No, not right now. I think it's mostly there for the blow-through, but also for if he ever needs to retreat to Mewtwo or something like that. It's definitely not helping out his Landorus or Mewtwo all that much. So.
It does help out Ricky too, because it only costs him 1 energy to retreat his Keldeos now. Karl considers putting the double colorless on Landorus, but no, you know what? I can put damage out. Why not? Doesn't hit a switch, and it looks like he has a Juniper with lots of good resources in his hand, so he doesn't want to lose those.
Yep.
Let's see what Ricky got here. Got an Ultra Ball. Tosses an energy and something weird.
Yeah, the game's frozen on screen right now, so I am not used to playing.
Ooh, we might be almost crashing. Hopefully my computer will be fine. Yeah, you're jumping around here. Okay, we're gonna pull away a little bit just to pause the game, make sure things are fine first, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got that resolved, and things have been stabilized back in the hood, and I'll let Julia see what we're seeing as well. Alright, continuing along.
Okay,
Ricky
so,
Ultra Balled.
Ultra Balled, yeah.
And he used the N.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, I don't mind. Definitely Karl's flavor, yeah, putting that damage out. I think that definitely is nice too, because it does put it much easier to one-shot with another Mewtwo.
Yes.
But Ricky does have max potions, so.
Does he have a max potion?
Yeah,
yes, we saw one. Yeah.
Yeah, but how many I don't know, but I think 2 would be my guess.
Yeah.
But he also, the thing is though, if he uses it, he can't retreat the Mewtwo, but he might use it after he retreats, right? Which should be fine. But hey, why not add some energy, right? Force him to use that max potion if he wants to.
Bleh.
What was that?
I don't know.
Who even bumped that? Like.
Instant replay. No.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky has just the baddest start ever, but he does get 2 Squirtles down, which means he has a potential to get Blastoise up next turn. Karl just like dropped.
I'm glad Karl's realizing that.
Karl discarded 2 supporters with that Ultra Ball, and I think he's getting Buffalo.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That looks like he got rid of a Charon or a Bianca. One of those.
He got rid of Bianca and an N. It looks like.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't tell what was underneath there.
Which means he has something else in his hand. He's got an Eviolite, Juniper, and an N. I think he's going to Juniper here. Pretty much makes an invincible Buffalo. Minus 40 on all damage incoming. And gets some pretty good cards there. He's got a switch, double colorless, another draw support. Puts the double colorless on the Buffalo. He has a max potion in hand as well. Switches up. Gonna catch her, get rid of one of those. Hope that Ricky essentially doesn't have Candy Blastoise. So draws and Candy Blastoise. Candy Blastoise.
He does have an
Ultra Ball.
But also at this point, there's at least 2 Squirtles in the discard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
So he's getting the Blastoise out, but Karl has taken 2 prizes now, which means he only needs 2 more to win. Ricky needs at least 3 to win. So Ricky is now officially behind.
Yeah. And to be honest, even though, obviously we call it half prizes, I would not mind if he brought out that, there's the Max Potion that I saw before, Bianca.
Value on the Bianca.
Yeah. But I would not mind seeing him take out that Blastoise just because then that's 3 Squirtles gone and,
The last one is cake.
Exactly. And that's the thing is that, it really shuts him down. He would only be able to, rush in, right? But to get a Keldeo, so.
But each one costs him a catcher, though, unfortunately. So he's already burned 2. He'll have to burn a third to one-shot the Blastoise somehow, which means he'll have to give up a Mewtwo. And then he'll have to burn the last one on a Squirtle. So at this point, I would not blame Karl from deviating on trying to kill Squirtles.
But, the thing is right here, too. The Buffalo can do 120 if he attaches another energy. Tornadus can do 100 because there's no Eviolite. If he attaches, but then he would not be able to attach the Buffalo. I'm just trying to do math here, right? Because if he does 60 with the blow-through, there's 110 left on the Mewtwo. And he's already used 1 Max Potion, Ricky has. So if
he discarded a Scoop Up as well with the Ultra Ball.
Yeah, exactly. And so then he could just bring his Buffalon, which is I think what he's doing here. I'm going to bring his Buffalon up next because he couldn't bring it up right away because then that would actually open him up to a KO from the Mewtwo just in case.
He's going after the Blastoise.
Right. Definitely.
It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Because you know what I think he's going for is because he has used a lot of Ultra Balls. That's probably why I checked his discard. He has used a lot of Ultra Balls. He even Ultra Balled away an Ultra Ball. So he might not be able to get that Keldeo out.
Not to mention that Ricky had also... did he discard the Poké Center in this game, or was it...
Yes. No, he did, because remember we were talking about how the last drop of Beach is probably prized?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get rid of that first turn, I believe.
So he's trying to set up... Oh, no, there it is. It's off the top of the deck. But he's trying to set up, basically, maybe for a Landorus Snipe, eventually?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh, Mewtwo TCE bait.
Yeah, that's all sitting there. I'm like, what? This isn't Darkrai. You don't get free retreat with 1.
Oh boy, I think he's gonna go for it. He's gonna let the Blastoise kill.
Ooh, he just had to another Juniper, and a Skyla. So that hurts. I always hate pulling a Juniper and having to discard it, but there is the Keldeo. Yeah, so he is able to rush in. I guess he was attaching those energies because he was going to discard them anyways. You might as well attach the Blastoise just in case he does have to manually retreat it.
Or actually have to use it to attack for the KO.
Yeah, because you can use it for Hydro Pump for the KO, yeah.
Yeah, and if Karl kills the Blastoise, it'll put him again in a half-point lead. So Ricky needs 3 energies on the Keldeo. There's 1 in the discard. He's probably got a energy retrieval in hand. Is he gonna go half value maybe? Yep, looks like he's gonna take just the 1.
He's thinking about it. Yeah.
Takes it, puts the 3 on Keldeo, and goes for the KO. Because he had the choice to let Blastoise take the KO, but then he's gonna lose that one for sure.
He can't really afford that when he's lost too. Because he also looked in his deck, right? He might not have that other Squirtle that could be in his prizes.
And yeah, and Karl is down to the last catcher as well now, so we know that for a fact. But he's got it in his hand. It's right there.
Yeah, go for the catcher and go for the KO. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So that puts Karl in a very good spot here. But Ricky does have the return KO to catch up, and if Karl has no other attackers, then he's going to be in trouble as well because Ricky has the Keldeo that can 2-shot a Mewtwo, and if Karl takes
Karl energy on there?
He's got 2 energies on the Landorus. He needs 1 more.
Yeah, he does, yeah. That's what I was just looking. I'm like,
Did he hit it?
Got a computer search, though.
Oh, you don't want a computer search for an energy. That's so painful.
going to, it looks like.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Tosses the Landorus. There's no help for him now.
No. He has
Eh.
a bar that I don't know if he's going to keep or not. We'll have to see.
Now this is going to be so the prize count is going to make a huge difference now because Karl will have taken 3 single prizes, and Ricky's got the return KO on the Landorus to take 2 prizes, and so now Karl will be in a situation where he needs 2 more KOs, but Ricky only needs 1 more KO after his next turn, and puts him in a very favorable position. And Karl's going to be out of attackers very soon too. That's the other thing, because Ricky can always just retreat and play tag with his Pokemon, and he knows that Karl has no more catchers left in his deck.
Yeah, Karl's definitely going to be in a bit of a rough spot after this.
Yeah, because Karl needs to do 3 hits in order to guarantee the KO after this. So he needs 3 turns, which means Ricky has a chance to capture that Tornadus EX. Or is that a regular Tornadus? No, it's Tornadus EX, and kill it for the win.
He almost prizes and then realized, oh wait, it's only 1.
Yeah, a little bit hopeful there. And he discards for the Land Judgment, even though he didn't have to, because he knows he's going to die anyways. And there's no XP shares on anybody else. Well, coming down to the wire now. Alright, so Ricky attaches to his Keldeo, and that's actually smart because he needs 5 in order to kill the Buffalo in 1 shot. And since now he's stuck to manually attaching without the Rain Dance, he has to plan ahead. He's gonna show his hand?
He's Junipering.
Yeah, he's Junipering. No, I'm just showing you my hand. I got a Squirtle.
Yeah. Oh, his last Squirtle.
Well, the thing is, if he can either get that to a Blastoise, or it's an easy prize for Karl's last prize.
Yeah.
But he's going to take the kill, bench Squirrel, and doesn't even Juniper. He's still holding on to the Juniper. He's just showing Karl, psyching him out almost. Well, this is tense now.
Oh man, this is getting intense. Yeah,
you have to wonder what Ricky got off those 2 prizes. Switch, and he's going to do 120. Ricky needs Catcher, Candy Blastoise, and then 2 more energies. Yeah, Catcher, Candy Blastoise. So he needs 5 cards.
Yeah.
We know he has a Juniper to access more cards, and he probably has about 7 cards in his hand, so he can see 14 cards. Oh, never mind. End. He got End. So he'll be able to see 3 cards.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of those would be a draw support, allowing him to see more cards, and then he'll be able to do it. Karl is hoping that Ricky just whiffs hard. At this point, both their decks are pretty thin because they've been doing a very good job of tossing stuff out that they don't need, and allowing them to have a better chances of drawing what they need. But Karl's going to be able to attack first, but as I mentioned before, he does need to at least 3 turns before he can get a KO.
He's going for the 120.
Yeah. Keldeo, Canada, and Juniper off the end.
Was that like 2 cards left in his deck?
Yeah, but that's enough turns, I think. What has he got? Can't even hold on to his cards. He's so excited. Candy, Blastoise, Energy, Catcher? Catcher! Oh, what a luck sack. And this is actually, I saw this part, and everybody who was watching the game just stood up and go, what a sack. Gets a Juniper off 2-card end. But congratulations to Ricky, he is the champion, and also congratulations to Karl, who has taken 2nd place in the Burnaby City Championships. Thanks for watching with me, Julia.
You're welcome. Thanks, Internet, for bearing with me.
What are your thoughts in the end over the matches? Was it good games?
I think so. I think you don't get to Top Cut without having some good games. Yeah, there's not much more you can say about that. They're both really, really good players. I've always enjoyed watching them. That's why I always love watching Pokemon games. People are like, it's kind of like watching poker. If you don't know what's going on, it does kind of seem a bit boring. But if you know what's going on, it can be really intense. And that's what I feel like we got out of these games today.
Definitely. And I hope we did our best to convey that to the uneducated public. Alright, well then thanks for watching, guys. We will be back next time we have another tournament. Till next time, ciao, say bye.
Bye.